We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Tennessee Titans. The Bucs kicker Ryan Suckup about set, and off we go from Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down, Moss. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Moss escaping the pressure right. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body, and he was able to get in there and make a great play.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know, you know better than I, he has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. A check down here for Henry. That'll go for a gain of 7, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. From the gun on 3rd down. Moss, he gets it left side to Johnson. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
This now play number 9 on the opening drive, but it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Moss. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Off play action. McNeil. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw. McNeil. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw. Moss buying time to his left. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on first.
You don't see too many cornerbacks coming up with hits like that in the running game. He announced his presence right there and knocked it back for a loss.
And this will be taken at the 13. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession. Let's see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that...
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Flush to his right. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll go down for a loss inside his own 5 at the 4. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. Escapes the defender. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moss. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The Titans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Moss. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And the Bucs are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. McNeil. It's caught by Mike Evans. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now they try the right side here. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And he goes out right around the 39. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And that's caught. It's the tight end, Tyler Davis. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The Bucs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the athleticism on the spin move allows him to pick up the first before he's brought down.
I like his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The throw over the middle taken in. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he will slide to a halt at the end of that one. But Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
And he's got it. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on fourth down, may as well make them punt it. A final shot before break. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
Both of these coaching staffs making their final adjustments for the second half. And in a scoreless game, you figure it's the offensive guys that made the biggest changes to the game plan. For the call, let's go back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Yeah, indeed, Coach. Thanks. Yeah, no points in that first half as both teams will be searching for a potential breakthrough. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. McNeil. He finds Douglas complete.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And now here's a carry heading left. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, McNeil. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 26. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On 1st and 10, McNeil, he's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Back to throw again. Again for Evans. This time he's got him. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the third quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Buccaneers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point put through by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Moss. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Pulled in at the 24. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands. 1st and 10. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive. Complete over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting us inside the 30.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. McNeil. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Denzel Mims, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Succop. And it's now 14-0. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 41 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ballgame. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Moss. He dumps it off for Henry. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Titans are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead.
Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. McNeil. That's complete to Tyler Johnson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that last throw, Charles, an important one stat-wise for this young rookie. It puts him over 4,000 yards passing for the season.
And you think about some of the great seasons by rookie quarterbacks in recent vintage. How about Andrew Luck in 2012 with 4,374 yards? Cam Newton had a big rookie year. So did Robert Griffin III. And how about Justin Herbert in 2020? He hit the league with a splash.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. McNeil. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Oh, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Moss rolling to his right. Complete. It's Henry. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Throwing on 1st down. Moss. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
A gain of 13 yards.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down.
is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw, as this play will stand as is. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are right back in this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He'll look to throw.
To Henry. And he'll have a first down, but a great tackle there keeps him from getting to the boundary.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Back to throw. He'll buy some time right. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. Oh, he missed. He missed the extra point. They got the touchdown they desperately needed on the final play, but the PA is no good, and they go down in defeat. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to